Hello everybody and welcome to the MerwinMusic YouTube channel. In this video we're going to use this machine I built to wind some pickups. Okay, so a little disclaimer right off the bat first. I am not a professional pickup winder. I don't have years of experience. I've actually never wound a pickup before. This is a hobby I wanted to get into, so I built this machine so I didn't have to invest a ton of money into it. So we're just going to jump right in here and I'm going to wind my first pickup with you in this video. Okay, so before I got started winding these pickups, I built this little tool to help make it easier for me. This is just a piece of dowel rod with a hole through the middle, so I can attach the pickup bobbin that came with my sewing machine on a nail. And then I have a clothespin hot glued in this little channel here with an adhesive felt pad on there to help tension the wire, and a pen cap hot glued on the end to help point the wire as it spools off of this tool. So the idea is I can hold it like this, feed the wire up the back of the bobbin, over this clothespin, and through this pen cap here, and that'll hopefully make it easier for me to keep even tension on the wire, as well as pointing where it needs to go to spool up on the pickup bobbin. Okay, for my first attempt at winding pickups, I have this old pickup bobbin here. This came out of one of the first electric guitars I ever had, and the inside wire actually broke on it, so it kind of made this pickup useless. So I went ahead and cut off all the old wire and got a clean pickup bobbin here just to practice winding on. And I have here some 42 gauge copper wire to wind it up with. Okay, so what I need to do is unspool this wire, and we're going to put this on the floor right in front of the machine. And it's going to be impossible for you to see this, but we're going to thread this wire behind this pickup bobbin on our tool, up and over, and clamp it into the clothespin. Then push it through the pen cap tip, and then what we're going to do is wrap it around this pickup a little bit. Feed it through this eye hole here, like so. And then to attach the pickup to our winding machine, we could either put some small screws through the holes on the bobbin to attach it to the disc, or we could just use a piece of double-sided tape. Make sure to reset our counter, even though you can't see that. And I think it's time that we're ready to go slow and try and wind this pickup. Okay, so I've gone ahead and moved the camera so you guys can get a little bit better idea of my perspective. Man, I tell you, this would be easier without a camera in my face, but here we go. Alright, well, we made it about 500 turns and we've had our first break. Now the problem I'm having is I moved the tool over a little bit too far and it wants to wind up on the kind of base of the bobbin and not actually stay in the middle. And then when it kind of gets all screwed up and twisted around and loose and whatever, and then, alright. So, live and learn. Don't do that. Don't put it on the edge. So, we're going to take this off. We didn't make it too far, so that's okay. Take all this winding off and try again. Why'd you break again? Alright, well, let's get this off of here and try again. Okay, so I got it set up here for take 3, and I've also gone ahead and put a rubber band on the clothespin to ease up the tension on there a little bit. I'm thinking and I'm hoping, that's why I keep breaking wire. So here we go, take 3. Oh man, okay. Alright, so I got our pickup all wound up here. It's a little bit puffier than I would like. I think I went a little bit too light with the tension there when I added that rubber band, but that's okay. You can see we got our first wire right in there. I think 9,300 windings later, we got this wire coming out of this other eyelet here. So I've gone ahead and wrapped our leads around each of these 2 cables going through our eyelets, and it's time to solder this up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put this magnet back on the back of these metal pull pieces here. And now the only thing left to do is to pot this pickup. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this candle warmer that I borrowed from my wife, and I'm going to use this old mason jar and some super cheap 50-cent Goodwill candles and melt those down. Alright, so the wax is good and melted now. It took a while, but I helped it along a little bit with the heat gun. And now we can go ahead and put our pickup in with just a chopstick stuck through the wire. And we're going to let that sit for maybe 10-15 minutes until all the air bubbles are out of it. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes and the air bubbles have stopped coming out of this pickup. So we're going to pull it out of the wax and hang it over the edge of this cardboard box. And then once it's cooled off enough for me to touch it, I'm going to wipe off the extra wax with a paper towel. Okay, so now we've got this pickup here with the wax that's dry and hard. Now you might notice that this is actually a little bit different of a pickup. Now I kind of went a little bit overzealous with the windings and got too puffy of windings on there, so this cover actually wouldn't fit at all. So I wasn't happy with that. So I actually off camera went ahead and cut off all the windings and rewound this pickup. And my second attempt came out a lot better. Now I don't know if that's because it's just my second attempt here or because I didn't have to mess around with the camera at all. But this one came out pretty great. It's got about 8,000 windings on it. They're all real neat and I'm happy with that. So the one last thing that we have to do is just wrap some electrical tape around this pickup just to protect these windings. And then it's basically done. Well, there you go. As you may have noticed, I used a couple pieces of scrap wood in order to attach the pickup upside down on this guitar, just so I could test it out. And I'm happy with it. Not only does it work, which is really my only goal, but I think it sounds pretty good too. So I'm happy with that. But that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.